Now to CEO paychecks in India's largest IT companies that have grown disproportionately faster than the salaries of fresh hires in the industry.
From the great resignation, it's time to talk about the great CEO race.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 zeros. Yes, 60 crore rupees. That's the annual salary which the CEOs of top IT companies such as Infosys, Wipro picked up in the year of 2022. And this is the salary of a fresher in these very companies in the same year. Now let's go back a decade. The Infosys CEO earned 80 lakh rupees annually, while a fresher back then earned 2.75 lakh. Now I understand math is a tricky subject for a lot of us in school, but let's try and crunch these numbers a little bit. The median gap between a CEO's salary at a top IT firm in 2012 was around 3.3 crore. Cut to 2022, the median gap between the CEO's salary at these top IT firms was around 31.4 crore. Let's not stop there. Let's play with these lakhs and crores a little bit more. The salaries of CEOs shot up by a staggering 835% in 10 years, whereas freshers' salary rose by only 45%. 835 to just 45.
The CEO salaries at the top IT companies has gone up 5x in some cases, and even in some cases it's gone up 10 cases.
Salil Parekh, the new CEO of Infosys, will draw a fixed salary of 6.5 crore rupees and will be eligible for a variable pay of 9.75 crore rupees at the end of the financial year 19.
Freshers constitute nearly 30% of the workforce in India's IT industry, yet the salaries of these freshers have stayed marginal compared to the executives at the top. So in this episode of Let's Talk Jobs, we will decode why is there such a huge gap between the salaries of freshers and top executives, especially in the IT industry. And also, what makes CEOs, CFOs, CEOs earn crores and crores of rupees per year, while young graduates have to settle as low as 25,000 rupees per month. But like always, before we dive into the video, please remember to like, share, subscribe, leave us your comments about Let's Talk Jobs. This is a show in which we bring you everything that's brewing in the job market week after week. Alright, let's dive in. The salaries of entrants are so minimal that a paycheck of mere 25,000 rupees per month will not be able to sustain a lifestyle which was somewhat possible, say, 10 years ago. You must have heard of roti, kapda and makan, right? Food, clothing and shelter, some basic necessities for everybody. Let's try and put this into perspective for the freshers then. Assume that the fresher is living and working in a metro city, say Bengaluru, Mumbai, Delhi. Home, a rented, semi-furnished, even 2 BHK home in Delhi or Bengaluru will cost them less than 25,000 rupees, and that too if it's a shared apartment. In Mumbai, the cost is going to be much more. So even if they take it on a sharing basis, half of that, which is around 12,500 rupees, is going to come. Next, let's come to utilities. Electricity bill, maintenance, Wi-Fi, all this could cost a total of 5,000 to 6,000 rupees. And again, if you're sharing, that will come down to about 3,000 rupees. And now there's another very essential part, food. Even if a person buys the grocery and cooks for themselves and has a healthy meal, the cost will anywhere go around 7,000 to 10,000 rupees per month. So there goes another 4,000 to 4,500 bucks, right? Finally, another expense on top of this is transportation and even miscellaneous expenditure. The daily transport cost of, even if you were to take buses and metros and all of that, etc., even 100 bucks would cost a fresher to around 2,000 rupees a month. Given that weekends are off, वो भी ले लेते हैं. And क्या करेंगे ऐसे छुट्टी का, लेकिन कई लोग सोच रहे हो कि अभी जहाँ पर सेविंग्स ही नहीं है स्पेंड करने का, तो कोई मामला नहीं बनता है. खैर, आगे बढ़ते हैं. After transportation, there is this miscellaneous charge where even 2,000 rupees added to that. The total that you are left with at the end of the month is about 1,000 bucks, which essentially means that every weekend you have 250 rupees for yourself. Now, how much do you think, take a guess, a CEO with a salary of even 1 crore will save if we were to say extrapolate these expenses by 10 times, okay? Expenses of a fresher into 10 times CEO's salary at just 1 crore rupees. More than 5 lakh rupees. Yes, all those years of hard work in college, in some places expensive fees as well, only to get about 25,000 rupees. Is this really enough in a country where inflation has grown more than 6% every year since 2012? But to answer the more important question, why are salaries so low? Why are the paychecks of top executives in crores, while freshers cannot even save 1,000 bucks a month? Industry experts have said that there has been an oversupply of engineers. India produces 1.5 million, that's about 15 lakh engineering graduates every year, while IT sector's demand is only a fraction. Take this for example. The industry hired only 3,60,000 freshers in FY 2022. Another factor is the skill set. A co-founder of a recruitment firm said that the skill set of most of the freshers and graduates, etc., have remained the same over the years. And when there are unskilled graduates, about 6 to 12 months is spent on internships wherein they have to be trained from scratch. This now requires investment from the company's resources. However, industry executives also point out that good performance is often incentivized by these companies by offering them about 15-20% and sometimes even 50% hikes on the start of the first year itself. But let's move on to the CEO's salaries now. In June of 2022, Infosys co-founder and chairman Nandan Nilekani took the shareholders' nod for an 88% salary jump for CEO Salil Parekh and his reappointment at the top post for another 5 years. Now this made his remuneration then come to a massive 79.5 crore rupees, making him the highest paid executive in the country. Similarly, Wipro CEO, he drew a salary of over 79 crores in the fiscal year of 21-22. And while their figures are huge, they are also responsible for entire company's growth, profitability, public image, trust, all of it. They carry a huge burden making returns on investment made by shareholders of the company as well. CEO salaries are also linked to, remember, ESOPs, profitability, cash rewards. By the way, you too can get ESOPs, but if you join a startup and if you are thinking about it, we've done a full video for you of what to do if you're looking for a job at the startup, how to make your CV. That's a separate video as well. So check all of that as we go along the video. But going back to the CEO's salary, while they do get a fixed amount of salary, most of it is in variable pay based on their performance through the year and any kind of returns that might come. Let's take Salil Parekh's salary, for example, for FY 22. Out of the total remuneration, 6 crore was his base salary, 12 crore was the bonus incentive, and he then exercised 52 crore worth of ESOPs. And the situation no different for United States as well, by the way, just in case you're wondering. A study of 300 companies revealed that the average salary of a CEO was $10.6 million compared to just $23,000 for a median worker. Further, there is research that has noted that the salary hikes of workers did not keep pace with inflation. The top 5 IT companies in India have also grown 3 to 5 times over the last 10 years, which also incentivizes its top executives for such results. Now, question is, how do freshers, new graduates, strive to narrow this disparity? TCS has an interesting take on this. They say that the median salary of a fresher can be more than double if they are willing to take some tests and upskill themselves during their tenure in the company. So if your company offers courses, invests in upskilling your abilities, go and grab those opportunities. In fact, the professor of human resources at XLRI Jamshedpur made a comment. He said that such disparities in pay are there in the IT industry because there is no unionization. Otherwise, he believes the ratio would have been relatively narrower. in an industry where supply of labor is higher than the demand and the individual worker will never be able to bargain for their pay. So, how does one find a solution to this? With rising costs of living, many would argue that an entry-level job in the tech industry should have been a higher salary than 25,000 rupees per month, right? But at the same time, the freshers should also be skilled enough to provide the services that these companies need when they join them. Now, I've put in a lot of facts in front of you, but this does not mean that you should just assume that we are saying that there should be an exponential rise in the freshers' salary. We're not saying that. We are just saying with only 45% growth in the last 10 years and compared to that 835% increase for the CEOs, there has to be a middle ground there, right? What do you think should be done to tackle this pay disparity in India? Should CEOs really earn that high or freshers earn so less? Hope you found this video useful, interesting. For some more of these videos, you can keep logging into Moneycontrol, our YouTube channel, and Let's Talk Jobs. If you have views on how your salary is faring compared to that of your head and your CEO, please leave those comments below. We'll surely be reading all of them. Any other suggestions you have, we're happy to take them on board as well. For now, thanks for watching.